Hello everybody. You know the world is going through a very difficult phase at this moment. You all are in class 11 or maybe going to be in class 11 because of the situation, but we cannot wait further uh, for a study. So what we decided is that let's do some classes online. Stay safe, stay healthy at home, and let's do the online classes. So class 11 is basically little different from that of class 10th. All of us know this, that the level of class 11 is little higher than that of class 10th. But anyway, without wasting any time, let us start with the first chapter, which is called Some Basic Concepts of Chemistry. Chapter is Some Basic Concepts of Chemistry. And you know, I am Paranjoy, going to teach you chemistry. Now, first of all, before going any further, first of all, we must understand that what is chemistry. So, obviously, if I ask you that what is chemistry, I know that we will get different answers like, sir, this is a branch of science. Okay, fine, this is a branch of science. We will say that it deals with the reactions, it deals with molecules, atom, etc. It's tough to remember, and all these things you are going to say, I know that. Okay, but actually, before going any further, first let me tell you that there are very small things to remember in chemistry. It's more than remembering, it's the concept, and that is why you can understand that the name of the chapter is the basic concepts. So you must understand it, you must listen to me, you must understand it, and you must take the notes of it. Okay? So first of all, what is chemistry? It's very simple. It's nothing but three-letter combination of three letters, C, S, and P. What is that? What does C stands for? It stands for composition. Composition. That means we are studying about a substance, about a matter. We must know the composition of it. What is composition? That what is present in it. Exactly what is present in it. Then S. S means structure. What is structure? That those elements or those substances, those elements which are present in the matter, in the substance, okay, how are they present? What is the formation of them? What is the structure of them? How are they present? Are they present one after another, or are they present one then another then another? Okay, how are they present? What is the structure, whatever other composition of that particular substance? And thirdly, P means properties. Properties means there are two types of properties, all of you know. Physical properties as well as chemical properties. We study both in chemistry. So what is chemistry? In a very simple sentence, we can say this is nothing but the branch of branch of science where we study the composition, structure, and properties of any matter. Any matter. That matter can be liquid, can be solid, can be gaseous. Okay? So what we study? We study the composition, that means what is present, the structure, how are they present, and the properties. Properties means both physical as well as chemical properties. Is it clear? Very good. So that is all about chemistry, the basics, the chemistry. What is chemistry? Now obviously the chemistry mainly can be subdivided into three branches. Mainly three branches are there. One we call inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry. Next one we call organic chemistry. When we will go ahead, we will slowly come to know what it is. And the third one is called physical chemistry. These are the three main branches of chemistry. But obviously, accepting these three main branches, there are so many sub-branches where we study different things, different characters of the substances. For example, biochemistry, industrial chemistry, etc. There are so many branches like this, molecular chemistry, etc. There are so many branches like this, so which are actually the sub branches of these three main branches. That's the first basic thing of chemistry. So if anybody asks you now what is chemistry, you can very easily understand and say this is the chemistry. This is the chemistry. Okay. Next, obviously, while studying chemistry, first of all, we must understand. I know all of you have heard about it, all of you know the definition, but some of you only know the concept. Now we will come to know about the concepts of the very basic things of chemistry, that is atoms, molecules, elements, compounds, and mixture. Now, if I ask you what are these, I know everybody of you have heard about it, everybody of you have studied about it in class 9th and 10th at least. Okay, but again, if I ask you the definition, some of you might tell me the definition of it, but I don't know how many of you have understood the definition of it. So let us try to do that only. Okay. So first, I will talk about molecules. What is molecules? Now, just like that, if I say the definition, you will listen to me and you will note it down, you will mug it up. No, absolutely not. It's not required to mug up. You write in your own language, completely in your own language. You understand it and write in your own language. Okay? Let me try to describe it. Okay. Let us talk about a piece of chalk. A piece of chalk. Now this chalk has got certain properties. Yes, both physical as well as chemical. Now I just divided into two pieces. I just broke down into two pieces. Will the properties remain? Yes. If I break it further, again the properties will remain. Break it further, again the properties will remain. I am making it dust, still the properties are remaining. Till when the properties will remain? Till which small piece the properties will remain? Till this piece of chalk is broken down into a molecule of it, the properties will remain. If I can break this molecule. But if I break the molecule, the property of the chalk or the properties of the chalk won't remain. So let us tell now that what is molecule. So molecule is the smallest part of the substance, any substance, smallest part of the substance where the property of the substance remains intact. Molecule is the smallest part of the substance where the properties of the substance remain intact. As I told this example, do you know chalk chemically is what? Chalk chemically is calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate molecules are there in the piece of chalk. When we break it and getting the smallest piece where the property is remaining means we are getting just one molecule of calcium carbonate. But if I break it further, we are going to get one calcium, one carbon and three oxygens, which does not have the properties of the chalk. Absolutely no. Is it clear? Okay. So this is the property of the chalk which is remaining in the smallest part, and that smallest part is called what? The smallest part is called the molecule. Is it clear? Very good. So that is called molecule. Now we are coming to atoms. As I already told you that if I break the calcium carbonate further, then we are getting further smaller pieces. But the smaller pieces does not contain the property of the substance. But suppose if I take hydrogen gas, we are going to get the smallest part of the substance, or where the molecule is, where the property is remaining is H2. And if I am going to break it further, we are going to get H and H, where the properties are not going to remain, so that is H and H are the atoms. But if I take same way the iron metal, suppose iron metal, I had taken a piece of iron metal, I am breaking it into small pieces, I am getting the iron molecule or iron atom. In this case, the molecule or the atom is same, right? Because the property of the in the smallest particle is same as that of the substance. So obviously this is molecule, and this molecule cannot be further broken into the smaller pieces. So this itself is an atom. So what is an atom? Let us tell it now. What is an atom? It's the smallest part of the substance. It's the smallest part of the substance where the properties of the substance may in case of iron, or may not in case of chalk, or in case of hydrogen remain. Yes. So what is an atom? It is also the smallest part of the substance where the properties of the substance may or may not remain. And one more special property is there, that these atoms are taking part in the reaction, that is actually involved in the chemical reaction. Is it clear? Okay. Now we are coming to elements. What is elements? These are made up of single type of atom. First of all, single type of atom. It may be one single atom, or it may be more than one atom, but the type will be same. Most of them, 92 of them are found in nature, and few of them, total 118 are there. So 118 minus 92, that is 26 are just man-made or artificially made elements. So what are elements? These are nothing but the smallest part, obviously the smallest part, made up of the same type of atom, either one atom or more than one atom. For example, if I talk about iron, then iron is this. If I talk about hydrogen element is this. Here the two atoms are involved. Hydrogen is in its elemental state is existing as H2, iron in its elemental state is existing as Fe. Yes? Fine. What are compounds? Compounds are the molecules formed. Compounds are the molecules formed by chemical reaction. Compounds are the molecules formed by chemical reaction between two or more than two elements. Are formed by two or more than two elements in a definite proportion, in a fixed proportion. For example, if I write H2O, that's a compound, that's the molecule, that's a compound. What is a compound? The compound is water, and obviously this is one molecule of water. It is formed with two elements, by the combination of two elements. What is that? Hydrogen and oxygen. And how it is formed? It is formed by chemical reaction. So what is a compound? Compound are those substances formed by the chemical reaction between two or more than two elements. For example, suppose H2SO4, more than two elements, okay, in a definite or fixed proportion. So can I say that this is a molecule, this is a molecule, this is also a molecule, this is also a molecule, but is it a compound? Certainly hydrogen is not a compound, but water is a compound. So can I say that all compounds are molecules, but all molecules are not compounds? There is a very faint difference between the compound and molecule, and you must understand the logic of it. Clear? Now, what is mixture? Mixture is the substance or the substances mixed or added in any proportion. Mixture is what? Two or more than two substances added in any proportion. That is what is known as mixture. Now, this mixture can be of two types again. One we call homogeneous mixture, another one we call heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so mixture is nothing but the addition of two or more than two substances in any proportion. Homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture means what? Which can be uniformly mixed, where the substances are uniformly mixed. For example, suppose I am wearing this. I have this ring in my finger. Now, this ring is of what? If I ask you, you will say gold. But is it only gold? Certainly not. Certainly not. There are some other metals involved in it also, mixed in it. But can you identify that this is this metal, this is gold, this is copper, this is iron? Can you identify that? Certainly not. Okay. So this is the homogeneous mixture because that is uniformly mixed. Or for example, suppose this air where we are living. Now this air consists of what? You know that it consists of oxygen, nitrogen, etc. etc. There are so many gases. But can you identify that this is oxygen or this is nitrogen or this is that gas or this is carbon dioxide? Can you say that? No, because they are mixed homogeneously. That type of mixture is known as what? That type of mixture is known as homogeneous mixture. Okay, but what is heterogeneous mixture? Where the substances are not added in the uniform way. That is non-uniform mixture. For example, if I take some sand in water, okay, and obviously they will be added in any proportion. They will meet after some time. What will happen? You can see very nicely that it is a very nicely settled down. The sand is settled down and water is down over there. So you can very easily separate them. They are obviously not uniform at all. These type of mixtures are called what? This type of mixtures are called the heterogeneous mixture. So these are the basic things of it. Next thing, what I know that all of you knew about these terms, but only today what I did is that I just brushed these terms with little bit of more concept. Hope now the concept is clear to you. I'll just recap it today, and that will be your first class. First of all, what is chemistry? Chemistry is nothing but CSP. What is that? Chemistry is nothing but the branch of science where we study the composition. Composition is what? What is present in it? Structure. How are they present? And properties, that is physical or chemical properties of it. It is subdivided into three main branches. The first of all, it's called, the first branch is in organic chemistry and physical chemistry. Further sub-branches are there. For example, biochemistry, industrial chemistry, etc. That's first thing, the chemistry. Then we are coming to the basic terms related to chemistry. First is molecule I talked about. What is molecule? It's the smallest part of a substance where all the properties of the substance remain intact. What is atoms? Is the smallest part of the substance where the properties of the substance may or may not remain intact. And these are the ones which are taking part in the chemical reaction. What is the element? These are the smallest part of a substance, or these are the substances you can say, which is made of one type of atom. It may be one single atom, it may be more than one atom, but it is made up of one type of atom. Compounds are what? Compounds are formed by more than one element by chemical reactions in a definite proportion. For example, suppose water, H2SO4 I had written, they are produced from hydrogen and oxygen. This is produced from hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen, different elements in a fixed proportion obviously. So all the compounds are molecules, but all molecules are certainly not compounds. And finally we had come to know about the mixture. What is mixture? It's the addition of two or more than two substances in any proportion. Okay. Now mixture can be of two types. What is homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture? What is homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture means the substances which are getting added are uniformly mixed, which cannot be distinguished apparently. Okay. Those mixtures are called homogeneous mixture. And what is heterogeneous mixture? The substances that are added are non-uniformly mixed, means the substances which are added can be very nicely distinguished apparently. Hope you understood the class. Today we are going to end over here only. Next day we are going to start with a new topics which you don't know, which we are going to introduce. For today, let it be up to here. So I am signing off today. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.